Well, I'm just getting ready to leave Northfield. I had a few little handyman items to take care of. I had some trot and hobbles to fix. It's a nice night here, and I'm all done early, which is rare. So I thought I would get them fixed up. All done now. Heading home, man. A pretty good night to end the week. I'm not sure. It's the start of the week or the end of the week. I always thought that Sunday was the last day. Maybe it is the first day. No, it's the last day, isn't it? Anyway, a decent day, 3 horses racing day. 3 horses that are supposed to be our heaviest hitters. 2 of them have been and on their way back after a short break. And one pesky bugger that just has not come into the form we hoped he would. He's shown flashes off and on, but never been that horse just yet. And I was hoping for a good mile tonight, and it really was a pretty good mile. I'm talking obviously of Greatest Ending. I got away in the 4-hole. I had an option in the first turn. Aaron had left to the front. Now Greg's horse is bet down favorite. I could push on, in which case Aaron for sure at the very least stretches me. And if I can't get Greatest Ending really rolling to the quarter, I might have got parked. So I said, you know what? We're trying to do right by the horse. We're trying to get... And now I'm in Scioto mode, right? I know that this horse won a race at Scioto for us, maybe 2, raced good. We're trying to stack our horses up. Who's going to race at Scioto? Who's going to race here? Kind of quietly behind the scenes. And Greatest Ending would definitely be a horse for Scioto. So do I really want to risk burning him into the ground tonight to make front? Because that's not what's going to happen. Even if Aaron cuts me loose 27-1, Greg's coming right away, and I'm going to have to cut him loose. So now I've left really hard, let one go. That's not really his cup of tea in my mind. I was going to stall, kind of creep to the outside stall, and move him down the backstretch. Well, Kurt Sugg came 100 just coming out of the first turn. Now, I kind of come out half a length thinking he's going to grab up and want me to follow him. I was going to take my time, but he wanted none of that. He just kept sailing. I'm like, I guess I'm just going to stay in. So I guess in reality, he kind of caught me sleeping a little bit, but I don't know that I would have moved. Had he given me the option at that point, I don't know if I would have moved him anyway. You know, Greg, I guess maybe I would have, I don't know. But I never had the option, right? He just sailed past me and away he went, and I'm thinking to myself, well, Justin comes out in front of him. I'm like, oh, not bad. The 2 horses in front of me are the 2 horses to beat. But Greatest Ending is not the easiest horse to stop and then start right back up. He's a big grinding horse, right? When you get him rolling down the backstretch in that third quarter, that's where you see those big miles. But if you don't get that opportunity to get out and rolling, now you're asking him to flat foot sprint at a quarter of a mile or 3/8 of a mile. Just not his cup of tea. I thought the horse raced good. I looked at his line, and actually his line was even a little better than I thought. 53 and a piece, 28 and 2 or 3 on the end of it. That's a good line for him. And most importantly, he didn't get beat up at all. So come back after the race. What I did notice was a little bit of mucus in his nose. I was all done for the night, so I rode him back, drove him back. Took the harness off. I didn't take the harness off him. I helped put him away with Kaylee and Cordon. And the one thing I noticed when he was in the bath stall, there was some mucus. I went back, they bathed him off. Now there's a little bit more. Now, I'm not saying that's not indicative of he's full of mucus. No, but we didn't scope him. And I would have to believe that if there's a little bit there's got to be a little bit in his throat, maybe his lungs. So maybe that's why he was maybe a hair flat. If I didn't see any mucus, I wouldn't be disappointed in the mile. But after seeing the mucus, I think I'm a little more optimistic about the mile. He was sound, he was happy, he raced well. I just couldn't quite get him down on the inside. He runs out, so then I had the opportunity to shoot through the middle, and I thought for a second I was third. I must have just been beat for third, but he did actually race pretty good. So I was happy with him, but he was grossly overshadowed by the first 2 starters of the day. Rock Shining Star was great. Now, the horse that was sitting behind him was 1-2-5, dropping out of the open, and just raced very valiantly to pace, 150 and 2, 150 and 3 tonight. Just to put that in perspective, Save America, who we kind of believe is a better horse, was a winner in 151 and 1 tonight. So we had a first, a second, and fourth, and I thought all 3 horses raced very, very good tonight. I was happy with them. We've had a great run the last 7 days again. Want to keep it rolling right into the first part of the week. Now, I don't know that we have anybody racing tomorrow. I don't think we have anything at Mohawk, do we? I know Delicious Stone wasn't in. We may not have a starter tomorrow. Might be a complete day off for us. It's a rare one. But we're right back at it here Tuesday, Wednesday. We have a number of entries here Tuesday and Wednesday. Ollie's baseball starts on Wednesday. We have Melisandre and Memento Mori in on Wednesday. The babies will be training. It looks like rain on Tuesday. If it is, we're going to go a super slow mile with them on Wednesday, and then we're kind of going to drop the hammer on some of them. Probably go a mile and 17 or 18 with them on Friday morning. Looks like plus 10. Rain forecasted in the afternoon, but a beautiful morning. As of right now, things change really quick over here, but as of right now, it's looking like a slow mile Wednesday, a much faster mile on Friday for all the babies. Really happy with what I've seen so far with them. I think that's well documented in all the videos I put out. Sure, we have a list in our heads. We do. I do. You do. 1 through whatever, 47 or whatever it is, 45, I don't know. We all have that quiet little list, but what I was most happy with last week was that some of those middle-of-the-road horses, or ones that were closer to the bottom, just kind of, as I said, in the periphery. They were there, but we didn't really pay attention to them. Those horses shot forward quite a bit, and I'd given you 3 that still stick out in my mind. Obviously, Royal Flush Deal, Simply Chaotic, and Hanger One were 3 horses that really caught my eye this week. We'll see how they progress over the next week. We will be in Ontario. If the weather's good, maybe we'll double up with videos. I don't know if Curtis is available. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but we are leaving here Friday morning. We don't have any racing on Sunday. It's Easter next Sunday. They do not race in Ohio. So we are leaving here Friday morning. Going to make Ollie's around noon, I guess. We'll make Ollie's practice Friday afternoon. He has, I believe, another practice Saturday morning. And then Amy's family has plans to go to the Blue Jays game next Saturday, so that's where we'll be. That'll be really exciting, and we'll be back Sunday afternoon. As I said, no racing here, but they do race the following Monday, so we'll be right back at it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back at the Meadows Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It will be 6 straight days of racing starting a week from Monday. So that's a wrap on Sunday, April 13th. A good finish to the week. Hopefully we can keep it going, I believe, starting Tuesday. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. It was a great day here at the barn.